Hi, this is Derek Demore with Futures Demore and Futures Networks Live. We're here on June 3rd, and it's a Thursday, and we are going to look at what happened opening bell and both in limit orders and market. And you can see that we went long at market and we went short with limit orders and some DCAs, and we'll see how that all turned out. So the takeaway from this morning, it's kind of cool because we had the automatic setup. So right at 9:30, I got into all the trades, which was nice for a change that I didn't have to do it manually. Set up, thanks to Jack McCrae, we set up an alert or a strategy, and it got me in. And we'll see what happens. Got into all the markets. You can see right around market. I mean, there's going to be a little slippage, and then you can see based on the red lines that we got stopped out on all three very quickly. So a little note that would have saved me a little bit is that I saw 5-wave Elliott waves. It's hard to see here, but if you got on the 1 minute or a little bit lesser time frame, you could see that we actually did. And all these arrows are the wave 4 low, and if I would have put my stops just below those, might have saved me a little bit of not much. This one was right at it, so I probably actually would have pulled that down a little bit, but just to let you know, might have saved me just a little bit of currency units. So let's go look at the limit order side of things and what I did. Plus breaking the channel, that was the other thing that I wanted to show you, is that, the minute that it broke the channel, we were kind of like, this was looking really short. If we would have stayed, and started going into the channel, then I would have liked it a lot more. But these were all channel breaks very quickly. So the limit order side of things, I have my DCA set, and you can see where I got into them. And within 15 minutes, we filled on all. And I did split on this one just a little bit, and on this one just to make sure, because they were so close to some spots that I thought we might not go further. So anyway, we basically filled all three on the limit order side, and we lost all three on the market order side. So let's look at end of day and see what we're doing tomorrow. So the MES, you can see we only missed by a couple points. And we pretty much hit, the MES and the MNQ, very close on the M2K. The M2K is still the most bullish. So then the S&P is next, and then the MNQ. And you'll see when we look at this, 4180 is support. So we got to get back above that 4180 line, which is kind of right here. We're right there right now. And then it bounced off, obviously got close to the S1, kind of bounced off the 21 EMA, but we really need to get back up above 4180, or I think we end the day down kind of low, maybe at the S1, a bounce and back at 65, or hoping to get back above 4200. We're still then in chop. We had a nice, pull back down to here for some ABC chop. But we'll see. I'd like to be back at above 4,200 by end of day. So I'm going to mark those and go on to the NASDAQ. All right, so that's end of day right there, and then we will show you the NAS. So we nailed the MNQ, as we said. It bounced off the midpoint of the Bollinger 50-day S1. You look left, there's a lot of support. You can see at this line that you had the wick here. You had the peaks that couldn't get above back on this time frame. So a lot of support right at that spot that it came down to. And we need to get back above 13.6 because that's where the pivot point is. That's where the 10-day moving average is. That's where a lot of things are. I don't know if we're going to get there, but that's where I think we need to be. So my end of day is 13,480, which is, basically down in this area, or 13,620, which I'm hoping for. Okay, and there's my end of day spots. And now we'll go on to the Russell and finish with our totals. So with the Russell, still the most bullish of them all, because you can see we're above the 10 period EMA, almost hit, missed by just a couple points again. 2250 seems to be, which is where the pivot point is the new support, the 21-day moving average. But we're on the other side of the channel on all of these, so they need to get back into the channel today. 2280 is the spot that we're looking at getting above. So I'm hoping end of day 2245 or 2285, which would be really nice. Ideally, I'd love to make a higher high, but I don't know if that's going to happen today. All right, so there are my end of days predictions, and we will move on to the totals and finish. So there we go. Third day in a row, unfortunately, all three kabam, losses, -21, -138. But if we have two positive days, we could make up for this whole thing. Limit orders did really well again, 42 points, the full max with 276 currency units. I had DCAs set up, but they weren't needed. So all in all, a really good day. Thanks for being a part of Futures Demore, Futures Networks Live. Positive points for breakfast, and we will see you tomorrow on Aloha Friday.